field as she walks the beaches down in Florida sand. A mother and wife, a daughter, a sister, trying hard to do the best she can. She found her voice with a heavy heart, looking for purpose with trembling hands. And giving this all a new start, moving ahead, speaking for ones who came. And she says, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. Her mama fought cancer while she was searching, stories that needed a gentle voice. We saw summer's name and felt the heart ache and tried to bring light where there was no choice. And when she heard us, Sebastian, her sadness rose. She prays for truth through the noise. She'll follow wherever the story goes, seeking their dignity, a child's joy. She says, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. She said, I am who I am, I stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard. She's got a caring heart that won't be turned.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you tonight. Hello, everybody. Let's see who we got here. We got Raymond. Hello, welcome, Raymond, and welcome him. He is my new mod. We love Raymond over here. Hello, you're number one. Yes, you are. And tell Chicken Lady, Merry Christmas. Hello, Janice. Thank you for being here, beautiful. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. That's right. Welcome in. Susan, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great night. My beautiful Millie. Millie's not out shopping tonight. How about that? She done spent all her moolah. I love you, Millie. I love you. Oh my gosh, everybody in blue, thank you for being here so much. Thank you. Let me see what else we got going on here. Yep, Del Chicken Lady, hello, Merry Christmas. Yeah, Raymond, you will learn just like everybody else. That's right. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlight, yo. Hello, happy Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Good to see you. Hello. Choochie, my beautiful mod, Choochie. Hello, Merry Christmas to you too. Wait, what? Wait. Hurry up and wait. Hello, thank you for being here. Lock Lady, hello, Nana, love you. I hope you have a beautiful Merry Christmas with your family. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you and yours. Ricky Beaver up in the house. Ricky Beaver, hello, honey. How are you doing, my love? I have not seen you in forever and a Sunday. What in the world? Let's see. Oh, my God. Yes, it is a crying shame. It is. Absolutely. This is the saddest, man. This is sad. Ricky done got me all choked up. See, I all shook up, all choked up. Goodness gracious. Smiley has to remember to breathe sometimes. Always. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Ricky. I really do. Hope you and yours has a very wonderful Merry Christmas. Michelle, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see. We got Susie. I don't want to miss anybody. Hey, Sue Riggs. Hello. Good to see you, honey. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to miss anybody. Y'all know, y'all are going to tell me if I do. Trying to get down here. WV, holla girl in the house. Hello, hello, hello. I know this is so sad. I try to do a premiere today, y'all, and I don't think it come out as a premiere. So y'all know I'm still learning that crap too. I have one way, and usually this is it. Or sometimes I record, but it looked like a record upload. So I was on it. I was on it fairly early this morning. Really, I was on it early. Okay, I was on it early. And it's very sad. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. I just don't. Let me see. Who have we got? I'm all choked up. Finding Lori. Hello, Finding Lori. Thank you for being here so much. We have beautiful Sharon. Bo, hello, hello, hello. Love you. I hope everybody's having great holidays other than this sad news. I really do. Wise old lady. Yes, this is horrible news. The question is why? Yeah, I wish I knew. I wish these people could just stop. Bama Cat, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I think I'm at the bottom. Anybody in the bushes, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you. Hot damn. Hot damn. A laugh a day. Hello. Thank you all for being in here. I appreciate you all. I know a lot of you has followed this case, and it's sad. It's horrible. It's all the things. I cannot even put enough words in it, right? Melanie, she disappeared. She disappeared on a spontaneous trip with her mother. Okay. And it is very tragic. It is. After she disappeared with her, it began like October 7th. She was last seen. Active or alive and active, walking around. But she had on a wig and all the things. That was my first clue. That was October 9th near Colorado-Utah border. School officials, they reported her missing October 14th. So she was gone before she was even reported missing. Sad to say. October 14th, after noting she had a lot of extended absences. I know here they always they will call you if your child sneezes in school. It will be a recording. Your child went to the bathroom today. Your child, whatever. But she had a lot of extended absences, and that caused them a great deal of concern. Thank God, though, because we might have been still here tonight not knowing where this little angel was, and she is, in fact, an angel. law enforcement says Ashlee Buzzard returned from her road trip all alone. All alone. They went to question her after the school called and after her father's family was concerned. They found Ashlee at home. Ashlee Buzzard returned home. She was back from her trip. Thank you, Sharon. I pray for everyone to have a beautiful, peaceful Christmas. Blessings to you all. And I pray for you to have a beautiful Christmas too. I hope it's calm and beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Woo, Sharon. Love you, honey. I love you so much. But Ashlee, she was uncooperative. Why would a mother be uncooperative if I am Two Bear. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Why would a mother be uncooperative, and just not want to produce her child if she has nothing to hide? Right? Law enforcement says Ashlee Buzzard again returned home from that road trip all alone. She was uncooperative with investigators. She had previously faced an unrelated charge for false imprisonment. I think they tried to get her to open up then. That's my opinion. She would not open up, did not open up, and went home on a leg monitor. Shortly after, I remember seeing her move. But I think maybe it's because she might have been thrown out of her home. Again, that's another red flag, though. Why would these people move? Why? We're going to listen carefully today about facts, accountability, honoring a child, Melody, who deserves safety. I'm not going to speculate. It's all out there. I'm not going to spread rumors because, again, it's all out there. I don't need to. You don't have to add to. I will repeat only what law enforcement confirms and has confirmed. We have heard confirmation that no family ever wants to hear. Nobody ever wants to hear. Maria, thank you. Love you so much. Love you. 7 months putting up with me, honey. 7 months in this family. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. But nobody wants to hear that little Melanie or any other child is gone. We don't want to hear that nobody's gone. And especially 2 to 3 days before Christmas. Hey, Hazel Eyes. My goodness, she was lost, a child lost. Before it was just opinions, before it was anger, before it was questions. It was all of those things. Well, now it's not all of those things. It's actually come to reality, unfortunately. It's come to reality, something we did not want to hear. We didn't want to hear that this baby girl, this angel, was deceased. Look at her in her little costume. She had to be probably a little bit younger here. There's not very many pictures out there of her. Again, we find that a lot here lately. When did her mom stop taking pictures? But she was lost. And justice begins with truth, and truth deserves patience. Do we have patience? I don't know. I don't even know anymore what patience is. I'm telling you, I'm running out of patience with all of these people, to be honest with you. I really, really and truly am. No, you're fine. Thank you for my big thumbs. You're fine. Yes, that must have been Halloween. That's the Wizard of Oz costume or a little Dorothy dress, but either way, um, she's precious in it, just precious. She's not, like I said, there's not very many pictures out there. I wanted to put up a little something different. I had one on there even younger of her today, in an upload that I did. Y'all may not have seen the upload yet. Again, I was trying my best to do a premiere because I couldn't get online at that time. I had my hands all in food. I had a mess going. At one point, I did have Millie and Annabella and Janice on the phone at once, and I had my hands all in mustard and everything. I just kept walking away from the phone. I just forgot forgot I was on the phone. But everybody started, blowing my phone up and telling me, and we was trying to get things, but I already knew, that this had come out, and it was very, very sad, horrific, horrific. Before I go on any further, let's watch something here, okay? Let's watch something.
KTLA 5 Morning News at 11 a.m. I'm Glenn Walker.
And hi there, I'm Courtney Friel in today for Lou Parker. We begin with breaking news in the case of a missing 9-year-old Melanie Buzzard from Lompoc.
ABC and NBC News are reporting that after a 2-month search, Melanie's body has been found and that her mother, Ashlee Buzzard, was taken into custody early this morning. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department has not confirmed any information, but they are holding a news conference this afternoon saying that they will be providing significant developments in the case. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang will have a full report coming up at 11:30.
Let me take y'all off a speaker. I apologize for that. And let me take this down. I think, if I'm not, I don't know if this one has a video or not, but we're going to kind of go over it just a little bit. Let me take this off of here. I apologize. And let me get back over here where I can see. Just give me just a second here. Where am I at? Lord have mercy. This is all coming from News 12, CBS, News Channel 3, News 11, Fox. So just drop those channels, if you will. I give them full credit. Look at her picture here. How beautiful. When I saw this little girl, I was like, this has to be the most beautiful little girl I ever saw. Just beautiful. Missing 9-year-old Melanie Buzzard is dead, and her mother is now in custody. That was not a headline that I wanted to see today. It was not, right? Law enforcement confirmed Tuesday morning that Melanie Buzzard, and then it has the local stuff, she was missing from earlier this year, has been confirmed dead, and her mother has been taken into custody. Melanie's paternal grandmother, Lily Dens, I don't know if I'm saying that right, shared with your news channel that the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office informed her that her granddaughter's body had been recovered and that Ashlee had been taken into custody. Y'all, I cannot imagine, as a grandmother, as a mother, I cannot imagine those things happening. Somebody coming to tell me that stuff. I can't. Her father died earlier, when she was younger, and she's real young, now she's 9, but her father died in a motorcycle accident. And at some point in time, her mother didn't allow them to see her. Do y'all know that anybody would have took this precious angel right here? Why not? Why not allow them to see her? This is the map, earlier. That's the mother. She looks like she's got on a wig there. I don't think that's today, but it could be. She's all dolled up with her little makeup there, her little eyebrows, her eyelashes, her little cheeks are red, her wig. Was Melanie just in the way? Because there's no rhyme or reason to this at all, not to me. I don't know if this is it or not. Let's see. I don't know if they're. Oh, that was an ad. It was an ad. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I knew it was on here somewhere. It had to be. Let's see. Hold on. I hate these kind of things because I don't know. Hold on. He was just talking about her. And where's the sound at? This is going to irritate my nerves. Okay, wait a minute. Here we are. Okay, here we go. I don't think that's it. Shoot. Lake fire. I don't know. We got more. Let me see what y'all are saying real quick. Get off. Oh, shit. I hope I didn't erase nothing else. I'm telling you, I am no good with these buttons, honey. I am no good. Sorry. She looks like 1950. Yes, that little commercial. And, oh, you know what other commercial? A little Sunbeam. The little Sunbeam girl on this Sunbeam bread, I think, had a little dress like that as well. Hey, Joanne. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Love to you. Thank you, everybody. Hello, honey. Hello. Thank you. I think, yeah, little Sunbeam bread, she had red curly hair, remember, that used to be on the bread. She may still be on there. I don't know. But it's probably a Wizard of Oz. It's probably Wizard of Oz. I don't know. But she is gorgeous. She is just gorgeous. All right, let me see if I can find this other video. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Oh, this is the one I want. Yes. All right, this is the one I want. This is Credit KSL. This is the news in Utah. Okay, let's go here. What in the heck? Oh, here we go.
Developments in this case. Before I do that, though, and before I walk through it, I want to thank in particular, and we'll go into some further detail of our allied agencies that helped us, but two in particular that I want to recognize at the start of this, and that is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which has been with us throughout the investigation and has helped us not only in our regional area, but also out of state. And I particularly want to thank Sheriff Micah Gully and the members of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office in Wayne County, Utah, and every other agency that assisted us with their partnership, their professionalism, and for their commitment to this case. This level of coordination among jurisdictions was essential. It was superb, and we are grateful for the support provided at every stage. And while this remains an active criminal case and certain details are still being investigated and cannot be disclosed at this time, I can share with you now a timeline outlining the major investigative milestones. October 14th, 2005, a school administrator reported Melody's prolonged absence from school. Deputies responded to the family's residence in Lompoc, where her mother, Ashlee Buzzard was contacted. Melody was not at the residence, and Ashlee provided no verifiable explanation for Melody's whereabouts. October 15th, 2025, detectives served a search warrant at the Buzzard residence in the 500 block of Mars Avenue in the Lompoc area, looking for evidence pertaining to Melody's whereabouts. Subsequent to the search warrant, it was determined that Ashlee had recently rented a car, and video surveillance images.
Now, I want y'all to look right there. They both have on wigs, okay? So you tell me, you know, you can play dress up at home. Hey, cat lady, I'm so sad too, and I am furious as well, Kelly. But you tell me that you didn't see red flags with this. Nobody saw red flags. I know, and I understand nobody wants to believe that parents can do these things, but I am telling y'all, I will never, ever, 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 as long as I live, I was not into true crime. I was not on YouTube. I was not on any social media, Facebook, nothing. But I will never forget when Susan Smith did that to her children. I will never forget that. And I wasn't even, my kids were little, I wasn't even paying attention going around the house, what was going on, that, you know, Good Morning America and all those kind of shows that was on my TV. I mean, I was listening here and there, but I never looked to pay attention. And I never will forget that night I was laying on the couch. And, you know, you would hear her sobbing and her, you know, fake stuff. I had no idea it was fake. But when I seen, I believe it was America's Most Wanted that evening, and I looked at her and I saw that replay or whatever, my husband walked in the door and I told him, I turned it off. I said, she killed them kids. And he said, no mother in this world would do something like that. I said, she killed them kids. And then it come out she did. That was my first experience on really paying attention and really knowing that these people are evil. And it gets worse and worse every single day. There's red flags out there and nobody wants to look at them. When you, not 100% always, but when you try to cover up and conceal your identity and your child's identity. She already had beautiful hair. Why would you try to cover that up with a wig? You would go on a road trip, you would get a rental car, and you would even use different tags. Nobody saw that as a red flag. I just don't understand it. Let's carry on.
Were obtained showing Ashlee and Melody at the rental car office, both of them wearing wigs in an apparent attempt to conceal their identity. These images were shared with the public on October the 22nd in an attempt to obtain additional information about their whereabouts. On October 24th, 2025, detectives shared an updated timeline and travel route with the public of Melody's last known movements along a multi-state round-trip travel route that included California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, and Nebraska, with a return route including Kansas, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and then back to California. Detectives learned that along this trip, Ashlee switched the license plates on the vehicle she had rented to a New York plate, and found out that she would back her vehicle into gas stations in an apparent attempt to avoid detection by their surveillance cameras. Melody was last seen on video surveillance with Ashlee on the Colorado side of the Colorado-Utah border on Thursday, October 9th, 2025. And detectives now believe that Melody was murdered shortly after that stop. On October the 30th, sheriff's detectives, along with the FBI evidence response team, responded and served follow-up search warrants at the home of Ashlee Buzzard, as well as for a storage locker that she had rented and upon the car that she had recently rented.
So she rented a storage locker. I don't know much about the storage locker. I don't know what that means yet. Y'all might know. But she did some crazy things. Now, I do know that after she got back and she was arrested for unrelated charges for holding that person against their will. And I think she still has a court date on that. But anyway, they probably thought that they were going to break her. And they didn't. They had to let her go because they didn't have what evidence, or they probably had evidence, but they were probably waiting to find Melanie alive or not. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne Marie. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, honey. But there's a lot she premeditated, and they know they thought that, and they still say that to this day. There was a lot she premeditated, but I don't know about the storage, y'all. Yeah, there's trigger warnings coming. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Let's see here.
Rented as well. During the search of the Mars Avenue residence, an expended cartridge case was recovered. During the search of the vehicle, a live round of similar ammunition was located. Detectives submitted the expended cartridge case to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives for inclusion in their national database called NIBIN, the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network. December the 6th, 2025, members of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office in Utah responded to a call from a man and a woman who were taking photos just off the 3300 block of East State Route 24 in a remote part of Wayne County, Utah. This
Oh, I'm sitting here talking. Sorry. I feel so sorry for them. Of that man and that woman. I'm sure they'll have PTSD for a lifetime. And it's sad. When you do this stuff, you get other people and other things happening involved, and it's really sad. How could she do this? I don't know. We're going to continue to listen carefully to this. And there are trigger warnings. This is about facts, accountability, and honoring a child who deserved safety. Again, I'm not going to speculate. We're going to listen for ourselves. It's out there. And I will not spread the rumors. I will repeat only what law enforcement confirms. We heard confirmation, again, for those coming in, that nobody, no family, no community, nobody should ever have to hear at all, ever. And then her mother was notified here just a couple of days before Christmas. You know, that's very, very sad. You know, that's very sad. I do want to take a minute. I want to say a little prayer for Melanie. Y'all can put the emojis in if you want. Lord, we lift sweet Melanie into your loving arms. A child so precious, so innocent, so deserving of safety and joy. Please wrap her in your embrace. Give her peace where there is no fear ever, no pain, no confusion, only light, warmth, and love. Let her spirit rest where children laugh freely, play freely, and are with all the ones they love. Let her be wrapped in her daddy's arms. We ask you to comfort every heart broken by her loss. She was a beautiful little girl. Thank you for allowing us to at least get to see her and her being here. I know she brought so much joy to this world. To those who loved her, those who searched for her, and even those who never met her but carry her name in their prayers. Bring truth to the light, bring justice with compassion, bring healing where there is unimaginable hurt. And Lord, remind us every child matters, every life is sacred. Every life is sacred, and no child is ever forgotten by you. Please let these people know that. Watch over her and let her know she is loved beyond measure. Amen.
Couple had discovered the decomposed body of a deceased person off of the side adjacent to West Caneville Road. On December 8th, 2025, a member of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office notified the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office of the discovery of the unidentified found body. Although immediate identification of the deceased person was not possible, it was apparent that the decedent was a female who had died from gunshot wounds to the head. December 17th, 2025, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives examination of cartridge cases found at the Utah crime scene resulted in a NIBIN hit, linking them to the single cartridge case that was found at the Buzzard residence. On December 22nd, yesterday, the FBI Crime Lab notified our agency that DNA analysis had determined that the remains found in Utah were a familial DNA match to Ashlee Buzzard. Today, December 23rd, 2025, members of the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office and the FBI served search and arrest warrants at the Mars Avenue residence and arrested Ashlee Lynn Buzzard for the murder of Melody Buzzard. Ashlee was taken into custody without incident, and she was booked at the Northern Branch Jail for first-degree murder, where she is currently being held without bail. While these developments represent important steps towards holding Ashlee Buzzard accountable for the murder of her daughter, they do not diminish the profound loss that we are acknowledging today. Because this case is now moving through the court system, there are limits on what additional detail we can share publicly at this time. At this point, I'm going to ask Lieutenant Chris Gottschall to recognize the personnel and agencies whose work in our region was instrumental in this investigation.
Thank you, Sheriff. Good afternoon. This case required an extraordinary level of coordination and commitment amongst all agencies. I want to specifically recognize the detectives who tirelessly worked from the very beginning, including lead detective Joe Oliver, Detective Ruben Esparza, Detective Matt Maxwell, Detective Cliff Kabasig, Detective Thomas Brownlee, and Sergeant Jeff McDonald, along with numerous investigators, sheriff's deputies, professional staff, and support personnel who contributed countless hours to this effort. I'd also like to acknowledge our allied agencies whose cooperation and assistance were essential to advancing this investigation across multiple jurisdictions. A special thanks to our Santa Maria resident agency of the FBI, Supervisory Senior Resident Agent Mike Rusev, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the California Department of Justice, the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office, Santa Barbara County Child Welfare Services, the Lompoc Unified School District, and Santa Barbara County Search and Rescue. At this time, I would like to invite Special Agent in Charge Patrick Grandy, executive from the FBI Los Angeles Field Office, to speak about the FBI's key role in supporting this investigation. Thank you, Sheriff.
Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Grandy. I'm a special agent in charge with the FBI's Los Angeles Field Office. Various FBI field offices in multiple states devoted resources to this investigation, and I can confidently speak on behalf of all FBI employees when I say that our collective hearts are broken as a result of this senseless outcome. The agents in our Santa Maria office, just north of here, worked tirelessly for the past couple of months with the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office, and this has no doubt affected them as well personally. We were all hoping to find Melody alive, as you undoubtedly were as well. That said, the FBI will continue to provide resources to the County of Santa Barbara as they pursue justice for Melody, whether that be laboratory services, running down leads in other states, or other investigative assets. As I mentioned, this investigation spanned multiple states. FBI field offices in Denver, Kansas City, Las Vegas, Omaha, Salt Lake City, San Diego, and San Francisco, as well as numerous other local partners provided resources. In particular, as the sheriff mentioned, the Wayne County Sheriff's Department in Utah and their medical examiner for their dedication to Melody's remains once they were found. Thank you in advance for bearing with me, as I would like to recognize the following agencies that also played a significant role in this investigation. As the sheriff mentioned, it was quite extensive. From the state of Colorado, the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation,
You were just listening into a live press conference out of California where investigators just revealing that the body of a missing California girl, 9-year-old Ashlee Buzzard, was found here in Utah. Now, again, we're going to have much more on this story ahead at 4 o'clock. But until then, follow along with updates on KSLTV.com and the KSL Plus app.
From my understanding, her mother is still not cooperating. That's from my understanding. Things may have changed or shifted a little bit, but that's what I'm hearing. Again, it is beyond me how you could do that. Yeah, for those coming in, Melanie was found. She was found over in Utah. And it's just very, very disturbing. A surveillance video taken on October 7th from a rental car faculty showed Ashlee, and that was her mother, and Melanie wearing wigs, according to authorities, and even switching them out throughout their trip with each other. Detectives said the mother and daughter wore the disguises to avoid being recognized. The sheriff's office released the following timeline. We just heard it for those coming in. I'll tell you again. Ashlee left California with Melanie on October 7th, 2025. She drove a rented white 2024 Chevy Malibu, and it initially had California plates. It had a plate number that they also showed, 9MNG101. Well, that was changed. It was changed to a New York license plate, right? Thank you, Raymond. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I appreciate you being a member. Anybody who got that membership, please thank Raymond. Thank you. Detectives believed that Ashlee and Melanie traveled as far as Nebraska. With a return route that included Kansas in there somewhere along the way. Beginning October 8, 2025, the Malibu was observed with a New York license plate. They got all that. They have all this. The plate does not belong to that car. And Ashlee was believed to use it, and it raised a lot of questions. She switched plates. They know this. Again, they have all of this. The Malibu was returned to the rental agency, to the original plates, and that's what happened when she brought back the vehicle. Now, the detectives confirmed that Melanie was last seen on October 9, 2025, and they had a video surveillance of her, but she came back alone. Ashlee has continued to refuse cooperation. Again, she was in jail for holding someone against their will. That should have been a huge red flag right there, in my opinion. There was just red flags everywhere to me. Okay. I can't tolerate stupid sometimes, so I don't talk about a lot of things a whole lot. I can't sometimes. Sometimes I just can't. But it didn't take long for them to figure this out. It did not. Hey, Hobo's mom. Good to see you, honey. I hope you're doing well. The detectives believed that they traveled through the following areas: Green River, Utah. Is it Pandagucha? Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Utah, Northwest Arizona, Primm, Nevada, and then other parts of California. But unfortunately, Melanie did not make it back to her home. She did not make it back. That's so sad. So they think all of this happened in Utah, and her body was found in Utah. Neighbors said that the arrest was pretty quick today. They went out there with a warrant. They had all their ducks in a row, all their I's dotted and their T's crossed. But why was it today she didn't want to answer the door? Was that not different? Open up, police! Was it different? Why today did Ashlee not want to open that door? Well, it didn't matter, because that door got open. They opened the door theirself, and they got her. Now, Santa Barbara will do this case because from everything that I'm hearing from them and everything that I'm hearing, seeing, reading, the crime might have happened in Utah, but this was a premeditated act. And by it being premeditated in California, that's more than likely where they're going to hold court for this lady. I don't even want to call her a lady, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Ashlee. Ashlee Buzzard was arrested on Tuesday for allegedly killing her 9-year-old daughter, Melanie Buzzard, who was shot in the head. Let that sink in. She was found dead in a rural area of Utah, and Santa Barbara County announced it. Sheriff Bill Brown said this was cold-blooded. It was criminally sophisticated premeditation, and it was heartless. It went into planning. He said it was ruthless, and it was. He's right. He's right. He didn't have to say much more than that. He probably didn't even have to say all that. It's all ruthless, if you ask me. But they believe Melanie was killed shortly after she was last seen alive on that video October 9th near Colorado-Utah border. And that was during the road trip with her mom. Poor thing. It made me think today. You know, this was premeditated. What in the hell was Ashlee in the car saying to her little 9-year-old girl to wherever it was? She was going to decide the most convenient place for her to take her life. Let that sit with you. Yeah, she is a monster. All these people are monsters. I'm sorry. They are. You know. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. Boy, that would be hard sometimes, wouldn't it? There is a video out there. I don't think it's on the next video, but there is one out there. I've seen it on Facebook today, early this morning, where they were walking her out of the house. She's just so nonchalant just about it. You know, on December 6th, the sheriff's office in Wayne County, Utah, was contacted by the man and the woman that found her decomposing body while taking photos in that area, in a rural area. They thought they were just going out on a day trip. Can you imagine? Man, I feel for them. I feel for that man and that woman. That's horrifying. That's something they'll never get out of their head. So on Monday, the FBI crime lab made the DNA link between the remains in Utah to familiar DNA of Ashlee Buzzard. That's what the police just said. The examination also of that spent shell casing found in Ashlee's home, it matched what was found at the scene in Utah. So look, how can that be, right? How can that be? They got all the evidence. The only thing they don't have is the weapon. And that, unless this stuff is changing so much, so quickly, and being updated so quickly. But that weapon could be anywhere. It could be anywhere off of one of the mountains, bluffs. It could be in Utah. It could be in Nebraska. Hell, it could be anywhere. It could be dismantled somewhere. Who knows? It could be anywhere, in my opinion, in any state. They may never find the weapon. But the dummy, y'all know, the dummy pre-planned, premeditated everything, but she forgot how to hide that or to get rid of that shell casing. Maybe, just maybe, like others that do this. She wanted it as a souvenir, though. That's where people F up. Only thing, she didn't plan or account on them finding that shell casing. What an idiot. You know, again, who was it? Was it Cat Lady that said it was probably because she looked like her dad? Very well could have been. I don't think a motive has been established yet, but I believe some things are going to come out we probably don't want to hear. But I don't know, in my opinion, how there could ever be a motive. You should never harm your child. Never. Those thoughts should never cross your mind. Again, they say for those coming in, Ashlee Buzzard is still not cooperating, and it appears she acted alone, though. Officials added that. They wanted to make sure we knew she acted alone. She is an evil monster. And that, to me, is even more disturbing. I got one more video here. Let me turn it on.
Custody at her home in Santa Barbara County. NBC's Dana Griffin joins us now with the latest. Dana, our affiliate KSBY is reporting that officers had to pry open the door to Ashlee Buzzard's house. What are we learning? And remind viewers of the details of this case.
Yeah, so Ellison, I just got an update from our investigative reporter, Andy Blankstein. He can confirm, based on a law enforcement source familiar with this investigation, that 9-year-old Melody Buzzard's body was found earlier this month, found out of state. Now, this is very shocking, and the news that a lot of people have been waiting to hear, because it's been several months since she went missing. She was last seen October 9th. We've seen the surveillance video showing the mom and daughter. This was at a California car rental counter where they were both donning fake wigs. Video taken by neighbors this morning at around 7:45 showed Ashlee Buzzard being taken in handcuffs, led away by officers. The neighbors there describing it as quick and quiet. Now, investigators say they expect to give more details on this case later today, and they say that they have a, quote, major development in this investigation. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office has been investigating this since October. Melody, as I mentioned, has been last seen October 9th while on a 3-day road trip with her mother. No one knew where she was. The mom came back. Melody was nowhere to be found. Ashlee, the mom, the 40-year-old mother, she was actually arrested in November for false imprisonment charges. Well, a judge later dropped those charges for insufficient evidence. And so here she is rearrested just a couple of days before Christmas. And we hope to learn more information about Melody, her 9-year-old daughter's death and disappearance. Ellison?
And it may be too early, Dana, to know if she is being cooperative with authorities now, but in the past, did police say she was cooperating when this was a missing persons case?
No, they say she was actually uncooperative. So it'll be interesting to see, how did they come to this conclusion? How were they able to find her body? Were they tipped off by a family friend? Did she finally cooperate? Those are all details that we hope to learn at this 2 p.m. press conference. That's going to happen at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and we will be there, and we'll hopefully get some new updates, and we'll be across it.
All right.
Ellison?
NBC's Dana Griffin on that breaking news in LA. Thank you.
So there you have that. Very sad, very tragic. Again, that should have never, ever, ever happened. Should have never happened. Ashlee Buzzard is still not cooperating per the updates, and it appears she acted alone, the officials did say. And again, as I said a while ago, that is so much more disturbing than I thought. because how could a mother do this? How? Listen, did I miss anybody up here? Sharon, thank you. Maria, thank you. Millie, thank you. Member for 23 months. Love you, girl. Grandma, thank you. New member, thank you, thank you. So happy for you. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you so much, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond, for all you do. Raymond is a big supporter, and he is now a new mod. Welcome him as our mod. We appreciate Raymond very, very much. I appreciate all of my mods. I appreciate all of my subs. I appreciate everybody, whether you know it or you don't. Smiley loves you. Smiley loves you. I love you all. I'm going to cut this a little bit short because this case is a little disturbing to me, and I want y'all to go and enjoy your kids, your grandkids. I want you, if you don't have any at home, I want you to go sit, reflect, read a book, do whatever you want to do, take a hot bubble bath. I want you to make some phone calls or text somebody, tell them that you love them. Wish them a Merry Christmas. Maybe it's somebody you hadn't spoke to in years. I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to breathe. I'm going to love on my animals. I'm going to go in there and hug my son. I'm going to go kiss my husband. He's probably in the bed now, but I'm going to make some calls, take me a hot shower, and I'm going to rest for tonight. And I hope and I pray that you all take advantage and do the same thing. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I hope I can get on here and talk. I did before this come out this morning early, was going to come on here this morning and wanted to talk a little bit about Christmas. But then this came up, and then I was cooking and all the things. But never take anything or anybody for granted. Never. And always remember things can change in the blink of an eye, So just go rest, go enjoy your night, and try to get some of this evilness from all of this that's built up in our systems, from what we see, out, away, get away from the computer. And I love you all. I will see you in the streets, YouTube streets, that is. Rest in peace, baby girl. Justice will be served.